Why do we say and do things that hurt the people we love? To answer that question, we have to get to the source of our behavior. But where do we start? Research over the past few decades consistently points us to start with our past. Specifically, we need to look at something called adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, to see how those events impact us as adults. Hi, I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and in this video, we're going to talk about adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. What are they? How do they shape us? And how do we overcome our past so it no longer affects us and our behaviors as adults? If you want to stop causing harm in your relationships, you're on the right path. This is Journey of Change, a video series to help you become the safe, loving partner you were meant to be. Sometimes I hear people say that looking at our past is pointless. Why does it matter? The past is the past, and there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do to change it now. It's true, we can't undo history. However, understanding how our past experiences affect us as adults is important, so we can change behavior that's not serving us well. Social scientists have observed something that they call adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs for short. These are traumatic events that occur in a person's childhood, and they fall into three major categories: abuse, neglect, and household challenges. Let's look more closely at these groupings. Now, abuse or harmful mistreatment is probably the obvious one on the list when we think about childhood trauma. The abuse could be physical, sexual, or emotional in nature. Abuse is hurtful to people of all ages, but it's particularly devastating to children because they lack the ability to cope effectively. Neglect may be far less recognized, but it includes not getting our physical or emotional needs met. Things like going hungry or having caretakers who consistently fail to respond to an upset child are examples of neglect. Household challenges like domestic violence in the home, or a parent who abuses drugs or alcohol, or family member with mental illness, or parents who split up, or having a household member incarcerated are all traumatic to children. They are in opposition to the safe and stable environment needed for healthy development. If you're wondering if you have experienced any ACEs, or how many, there's a link to a quiz that you can take in the comments section below. Studies show that about 64% of adults have experienced at least one ACE, and over 17% of us have experienced 4 or more. I want to caution you, however, that ACEs scores are not directly comparable with each other. While the number of ACEs you experience matters, so does the intensity, frequency, and duration of the trauma. The more ACEs experienced, the more intensely we experience them, and the longer we experience them, the greater the risk for negative outcomes. Here's the thing: adverse childhood experiences can have a significant impact on a person's physical and mental health, as well as their social and emotional well-being. When a child experiences maltreatment, it can lead to the release of stress hormones, which, in turn, can damage the developing brain and body. The impact can be far-reaching, even into adulthood, and can include things like problems with learning, memory, and attention. An increased risk of mental health problems like anxiety and depression. A higher likelihood to act out or have difficulty controlling emotions. Being more likely to engage in risky behaviors like smoking or early sexual activity. An increased risk of chronic health problems like heart disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes and autoimmune disease, premature death, challenges maintaining relationships, a higher incidence of substance abuse, low self-esteem, difficulty trusting others. The person will be more likely to drop out of school or have problems finding and keeping a job. Now, if you've ever wondered why you seem to have more of these types of troubles than other people, ACEs may explain it. Fortunately, there are protective factors that can help ease the negative impact of ACEs. When these protective factors are present, the child develops resilience. Here are some of the counter ACEs conditions that will lead to better than expected outcomes. Having a close relationship with a competent caregiver, developing skills like problem solving or self-regulation, building agency. This is a sense that a person has that they can make their own decisions, are self-sufficient, and that they perceive to have some control in their life. Cultivating a sense of purpose, such as connecting to a higher power through faith. Identifying with or being part of the culture and community. Maintaining social connections with friends and family. The resilience I just talked about can be strengthened at any age. It's never too late. When cultivated, these resilience-building activities decrease the impact adverse childhood experiences will have. Physical exercise, reducing stress, and building self-regulation skills improves a person's ability to cope with adversity. And when we model these skills for children, it helps the next generation too. Well, the process of overcoming adverse childhood experiences requires time, commitment, and the right support system. Healing is possible, and you are not alone. If you identify that you have some ACEs in your background, here are some ways to overcome them. First, seek professional help. Talking to a counselor can help you understand and process your past experiences. They can share tools and strategies to help you manage difficult emotions and develop healthy coping mechanisms. In particular, look for a counselor who specializes in trauma-informed intervention. Second, build supportive relationships. Surround yourself with people who care about you and make you feel safe and accepted. These relationships can be a source of strength and comfort as you work through your past. Third, nurture your sense of value and purpose. Developing a personal relationship with God reminds us we are loved while putting what we've experienced into better context. Fourth, practice self-care. Take care of yourself physically and mentally. This includes eating a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and practicing relaxation techniques like yoga or meditation. Fifth, learn about ACEs. Educating yourself about ACEs can help you understand how your experiences have affected you and give you hope for the future. There are many resources available online and in libraries that can provide you with more information. Finally, join a support group. Connecting with other people who have experienced ACEs can be a powerful way to feel less alone and learn from each other's experiences. Support groups can provide you with a sense of community and belonging. Be patient. Healing from ACEs takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Just keep taking steps forward, and eventually you'll begin to feel a difference. I want to acknowledge that revisiting the past may be difficult. It may stir up painful thoughts and feelings. However, by exposing those deeply buried emotions and the past experiences that created them, we have a chance to heal. Those ACEs do not need to affect us any longer. It's like pulling out a sliver. It may hurt in the short term, but we give ourselves an opportunity to stop the lingering pain in the long term. I'm Michael Clark with the Ananias Foundation, and I hope you found this discussion about adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, to be helpful. Take care, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks for joining me today. I'm honored to be on this journey of change with you, and I hope I've helped you in some way. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to hit the like button, share this with others who might find it helpful, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. For more resources, head to our website, ananiasfoundation.org. Until next time, take care and remember, change is possible.